Up next, it's Puka. Coming up next, it's Hi Hi Puffy Ami Yumi. Coming up next, it's Courage the Cowardly Dog. Up next, it's Adventure Time. Coming up next, it's Angelo Rules. Up next, it's Regular Show Thanksgiving Special on Cartoon Network. Now, Clarence. And after that, Puka. Coming up next, it's Level Up on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's the Powerpuff Girls. Up next, The Amazing World of Gumball. And after that, Regular Show on Cartoon Network. Next, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared Too. And later, The Amazing World of Gumball. Coming up next, it's the season premiere of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared on Cartoon Network. Watch it here on Cartoon Network.
Fish and chips, steak and beef, chicken chow, grapes and eggs, steak, eggs.
Are you hungry? You look to be a bit hungry.
Coming up next, it's Steven Universe. And later, J Enemy. Next, Regular Show. And after that, it's Steven Universe. Coming up next, it's Adventure Time. And after that, Regular Show.
My mom!
Next, later, التالي حلقة جديدة من الدبابة الثلاثة. Coming up on Cartoon Network. Next, Jelly Jam. Next, later, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is up next. Good morning, Uncle Grandpa is up next. Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is coming up later. Coming up next, it's Unikitty. Good morning, just kidding, Uncle Grandpa is coming up later. Coming up next, it's your favorite Unikitty on Cartoon Network. Stay back, it's Tom and Jerry coming up next. And after that, it's your favorite unique kitty. Stay back, it's Tom and Jerry coming up next. Stay back, it's Tom and Jerry coming up next. Good morning. Just kidding, Uncle Grandpa is coming up later. Coming up next, it's Chowder. And after that, Tom and Jerry. Coming up next, it's Clarence. And after that, it's your favorite Chowder. Coming up next, it's Banicola. And after that, it's Clarence on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Clarence on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Banicola on Cartoon Network. I'm sure everything is ready because Cinema Cartoon Network is up next. And after that, your favorite Spoopy Bunny Banicola is coming up later. Here we go with the amazing world of Gumball. I'm sure you'll cry from laughing. Get ready for your popcorn. Cinema Cartoon Network is coming up later. Stay tuned for Puka and Gary with their lovely adventures. With Rigby and Mordecai, comedy and adventures will come with regular show coming up later. Stay tuned for Puka and Gary with their lovely adventures. And after that, the amazing world of Gumball coming up later. Coming up next, it's Teen Titans Go. Coming up next, it's the Looney Tunes Show.
Coming up next is Cinema Cartoon Network. Coming up next is Cinema Cartoon Network.
Up next, it's the Powerpuff Girls. And later, Johnny Test. Coming up next, Teen Titans Go. Coming up next, Uncle Grandpa. Coming up next, Ben 10 Omniverse. Coming up next, Chowder. Coming up next, the amazing world of Gumball. Well, that was an amazing movie, but more movies are coming really soon on Cinema Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Peter Rabbit here on Cinema Cartoon Network. Get ready for your popcorn because Cinema Cartoon Network is starting now. Next, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Later, We Bear Bears on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, Tom and Jerry Tales on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Banicola on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Puka on Cartoon Network. Coming up next, it's Regular Show on Cartoon Network. It's everyone's favorite. Coming up next, it's Chowder on Cartoon Network. التالي Chowder. التالي حلقة جديدة من أبطال التعتز انطلقوا. التالي حلقة جديدة من العرض العادي. التالي حلقة جديدة من Gumball. Join Mordecai and Rigby for Wild and Wacky and a little bit of action with Regular Show. Next, Puka. Later, Peter Rabbit. التالي كامب لازلو على كارتون نتورك بالعربية. التالي مسلسل كورج الجبان على كارتون نتورك بالعربية. التالي وقت المغامرة على كارتون نتورك بالعربية. التالي توم وجيري على كارتون نتورك بالعربية. بعد الفاصل المزيد من توم وجيري على كارتون نتورك بالعربية. التالي توم وجيري على كارتون نتورك بالعربية. المزيد من شاودر بعد الفاصل على كارتون نتورك بالعربية. التالي حلقة جديدة من ستيفن البطل على كارتون نتورك بالعربية. التالي سكاتوني على كارتون نتورك بالعربية. التالي جامبل على كارتون نتورك بالعربية. بعد الفاصل المزيد من جامبل على كارتون نتورك بالعربية. التالي اختبار جوني على كارتون نتورك بالعربية.
Two PlayStation 5s for $725. That's right, two PlayStation 5s for $725. I got 50. If you're not one of them, you missed out.